Welcome back once again to Frontliner YouTube channel, and if you're watching us for the first time, please kindly take a second of your time and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. Now, my fellow Kenyans, the news that is now hitting our decks right now at night is that Truphena and Muthoni have been admitted for medical care after setting a 72-hour world record for hugging a tree in Nyeri County, and let us wish her a quick recovery so that she can return back to his normal health condition. And this is how things went down in Nyeri County.
What happens to your body when you stand hugging a tree for 72 hours non-stop? No sleep, no rest, no break. Kenyans across the country are celebrating Truphena Muthoni after she set a new world record, hugging a tree continuously for 72 hours. On December 10th, she had already broken her previous 48-hour record. Her mission? To raise awareness on environmental conservation, climate change, and the urgent need to protect indigenous forests. But after crossing the 72-hour finish line on December 11th, exhaustion took its toll. Muthoni was rushed to the hospital by her family and several Nyeri residents. Footage captured her lying inside an ambulance, frail, drained after 3 straight days of standing and hugging the tree. Residents remain proud of her achievement and her message, even as she recovers. If one woman can hug a tree for 72 hours, what's stopping the rest of us from doing something for the planet? Read more.
My name is Truphena Muthoni. I am a defender of the forests and a world record holder for the longest marathon hugging a tree. I also defend the rights of indigenous trees and indigenous peoples. So I am attempting to break my own world record by extending it into 72 hours of environmental endurance here at the office of the governor in Nyeri County. So tree hugging has a lot of benefits, and one of them is therapy. It's very therapeutic, and especially in times where we are experiencing climate injustices and mental health crisis that is directly connected to environmental degradation, like wildfires, droughts, and maybe floods. Victims have post-traumatic stress disorder, and it's important for them to know that we can come back to nature and get healing. Also, it's some form of protest that is very peaceful, and also it's important because it bypasses leaders or all these people that we want them to hear us. It bypasses their defenses because it's peaceful and there's no chaos, so it triggers their humanity, yeah. And to respond to the cries of indigenous people, of our forests, of our animals and children. Yes, so also I am doing this to also encourage people to make them fall in love with nature so that they do not hurt nature. And also because I believe that conservation begins with love, and that we must nurture 1,000,000 trees before we plant 1,000,000 trees. Because we have a lot of tree planting happening, yes, because people know now about logging and its effects to humans, but we are cutting down indigenous forests, indigenous trees, and replacing them with saplings and calling that mitigation, which is not. So encouraging people to first protect what we have. While doing this attempt, I don't take any water or any drink or eat or even sleep. I don't even step out for bathroom breaks because I practice a lot for that. And part of the practice is walking for long hours to boost my stamina. I walk for 42 kilometers non-stop. And I've also done mini tree hugs. I've done for 30 hours and also, 35 hours and 60 hours to practice for these 72 hours. And I also do fasting and sometimes 1 meal a day. In my previous world record attempt, I did it from 31st January to 2nd of February. I did it for 48 hours non-stop. So this one is going to extend to 72 hours. I'm medically fit to do this because you also apply to Guinness World Record and they check if you are fit to do it. And because they approved, that means that is enough evidence that I'm okay to do that. Yes. Hi, my name is Truphena Muthoni. I am a guardian of the forests, an advocate of indigenous peoples and trees, and a world record holder for the longest marathon hugging a tree. I'm here in Nyeri at the office of the governor for a groundbreaking 72 hours of environmental endurance to break my own world record and also to advocate for protection of indigenous trees. The reason for hugging trees, one, it's because it's therapeutic, and we have a lot of mental health crises across the world that is directly involved with environmental degradation. So when we have calamities like floods, droughts, we have the victims have post-traumatic stress disorder, and I'm inviting everyone to go back to nature because nature has healing. And also it is to help people fall in love with nature because...
So that is what's happening right now after Truphena Muthoni have been admitted in hospital after hugging a tree in Nyeri for a record of breaking 72 hours. She has been rushed to the hospital for medical checkup as she will be ordered. Congratulations. But then what this lady did is not something that is easier. So it is very difficult for you to hug a tree for 72 hours without resting, without water, without food. Day and night, where something that is so crazy, ladies and gentlemen, whereby after that event happened, Truphena Muthoni rewarded with cash 1 million and a Samsung Fold 7A title deed and a fully paid Dubai trip after completing her 72-hour tree hugging challenge. He was given 1 million alongside Samsung Fold 7, a title deed and a fully paid Dubai trip after completing her 72-hour tree hugging. But then what this lady did is not yet easy. It is not something that can be done with anybody. It's not easy. Ni kitu ya kujitolea because imagine the pain, the fatigue, the mental battle. Despite these immense challenges, Truphena Muthoni has held on now with the finish line in sight. She is about to complete a 72-hour tree hugging for world. No, sorry, that one happened. Sorry. I'm sorry for doing that one. So, but I don't have much to talk about. What is happening right now on the Twitter is all about congratulations to Truphena for your patience, passion, sanity, and endurance. A two-time Guinness World Record breaker, 48-hour and now 72-hour longest tree hugger for the love of Mother Nature and environment, climate. Let us meet the next video that is going to be uploaded shortly within no time. I just wanted to update you on what is happening right now across the country where a world record breaker have been admitted in hospital after 72 hours of hugging a tree. See you in the next video.